Programmers are constantly anxious. Am I worse than others? Am I not learning enough? Will I achieve nothing?
Stop it. Get some help.
Often these worries are caused by false perceptions of the profession. Today, we'll talk about some of the most common misconceptions to help you avoid wasting time on unnecessary goals. These are the tips we wish we could have given ourselves 5 or more years ago.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1. Hard skills are more important than soft skills. Today's tech world is no longer made up of people who single-handedly create a new operating system in a garage. Sorry, but you missed that era. Today's tech world is made up of teams. If a person perfectly solves any technical task but is disliked by the team, sorry, they won't be hired. Yes, there are exceptions. These are gigachads who can solve problems no one else can and who can afford to be introverted. Most likely, you are not one of them, and we hope you don't want to be like that, do you? Take a look at modern development environments. Agile methodologies, pair programming, and cross-functional teams are the norms. Soft skills like empathy, clear communication, and conflict resolution are essential. The ability to sell your ideas to the team, persuade and defend your opinion, and communicate with business customers are all things that distinguish a middling programmer from a senior programmer. Think of soft skills as the user interface of your professional persona. No matter how powerful the underlying code, your hard skills is. Users, your colleagues and employers will struggle if the interface is clunky or unresponsive. Soft skills can often make the difference between a good programmer and a great one. Number 2, there is a right code and a wrong code, and you must write the right code. We learn from articles and courses, look at code examples, come to work and encounter completely different approaches. Then, threads in pull requests begin with 50 messages and calls where programmers passionately argue that this bracket should never be placed on this line. It's just not allowed.
No, God, no!
The fact is, if you sit a programmer from 2004, 2014, and 2024 at one table and give them a problem to solve, they will argue until they drop, each convinced that the other two are wrong, and only their solution is the most correct and proper one. Time flies at a dizzying speed, technologies change, and new approaches and frameworks appear. What were gold standards and best practices yesterday may become anti-patterns today. What is praised at all tech conferences today as the most correct approach will be outdated tomorrow, and no one will write code like that anymore. The only criterion here is efficiency. All these best practices make no sense without delivering the product to the end user, without making your tech company money, for which everything was started. Yeah, we all love good clean code and we want to make our code as effective and readable as possible, but sometimes it is better just to let it go and push production instead of spending 2 more weeks rewriting the whole app with a new architecture pattern. No. You don't need to close your eyes to bad code. You need to clearly understand when it's truly bad and when it's just a dispute between 2 egomaniac, opinionated programmers who don't want to unlearn their unusual coding style. Number 3, if you're not in FAANG, you're not a real programmer. Many believe that working at FAANG is the ultimate measure of a programmer's worth, while everything else is just monkey work. They think all their current activities are insignificant, and the ultimate goal is to receive an offer from FAANG. Growth and development are good. Don't take this the wrong way. The problem lies in living a deferred life, believing that everything before achieving that goal is meaningless. Only when we finally reach it, working at FAANG, we will start truly living. However, this it may never come. Moreover, after likely rejections from FAANG, programmers may lose faith in themselves, which is detrimental to their psychological health. It's hard to imagine a waiter in a restaurant saying, "I'm so unsuccessful. I wish I could work in a Michelin-starred restaurant. Then I would be really great." FAANG employs only 1% of developers worldwide. With all the complexity of our lives and daily challenges, why do we condition our happiness on being in the top 1%? Let's move on. Number 4. Learning new programming languages is a waste of time. A lot of people will tell you no, but we'd argue yes. No pressure, but learning a new programming language is a long and resource-consuming process. Plus, maintaining knowledge of a second language without practice is difficult and, quite frankly, a bit of a headache. That's true, yes. However, if there's something you want to do that your current programming language can't handle or doesn't do well, then that's a good reason to learn a new language, if you have the free time, of course. You'll be lucky if something new comes up on your project that you don't know, and most likely the second language will find you when you need it. Be open to the world, and don't forget, the more languages you learn, the easier it gets to pick up a new one. The main point of learning a new programming language is that it will expand not only your application skills, but will also help you become a true engineer. Thinking about architecture is more important than knowing new syntax. It's like traveling to different countries. Each new place offers unique experiences and insights that broaden your understanding of the world. There's a book about learning called Make It Stick. In the section about developing discrimination skills, it cites a case study of students studying art history. Students learn better by comparing the differences between artists and eras rather than by learning commonalities. The tech industry evolves rapidly, and the hot language of today might be outdated tomorrow. It's all about risk management, folks. Alright, thanks for watching, and share in the comments what mistakes in programmers' thinking you have encountered. See you!